The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
This program is mostly funded by individual members. Please go to davidpakman.com/membership to subscribe today. A long laundry list of great membership benefits, which I won't read to you now. You can also click on the bright green banner at the top of davidpakman.com to contribute to our Indiegogo campaign we have going this April. A Massachusetts court, in fact, the Supreme Judicial Court of Massachusetts, has ruled that a police officer may no longer search a motorist solely on the basis of smelling marijuana coming out of the vehicle. This happened after there was actually a case where in 2009, Boston police officers were cruising around in Hyde Square, and they were in an unmarked vehicle, plain clothes, and around 5 o'clock they spotted the Benjamin Cruz sitting there in a vehicle, smoking a small cigar with the windows rolled down. So the officers got out of the car. They walk over to Cruz. They say, "What are you doing?" And one of the officers said he smelled a faint odor of marijuana. And the other officer noted that Cruz appeared to be nervous. So they said, "We're going to search the car." They found 4 grams of crack cocaine and arrested Cruz. Now, a lower court judge said there was really no reasonable basis on which to order Cruz to even get out of the car because as there is no evidence that a crime had been committed, a faint odor of marijuana does not indicate that you're doing anything illegal since it has been decriminalized, that there's really no crime. That's not probable cause. It's no reason to get someone out of the vehicle, meaning had they followed that law, they never would have found the 4 grams of crack cocaine. Now, the High Court argued that the officers could have ticketed the vehicle for parking by a fire hydrant, and that's absolutely it. And the court cited a number of different arguments which were made in the official voter guide to explain that voters intend for police to focus on more serious crimes than marijuana possession. So this is actually kind of a big ruling because not only is it important when we look at decriminalization and legalization of marijuana to pass the laws in the first place, but then you have to look at kind of the trickle down of how that should affect police activity on a day-to-day basis. And smelling marijuana does not warrant a further search.
Right. And there are, I know people firsthand who have had situations in which they get pulled over, stopped, searched, basically illegally. And everything that the police subsequently find ends up getting thrown out.
Right.
And this happens pretty often. And it's good to know that, if a skunk died a couple blocks away from you, you're not going to get your car searched by police.
Yes, absolutely.
So
this is a good thing. We'll see kind of what the follow-up effects of this are. We've said many, many times on this program that the case for keeping marijuana scheduled the way it is as a drug, while cigarettes are taxed and legal and drastically harmful to people's health, it just doesn't really make sense unless you explore it through the lens of the pharmaceutical, industrial, lobbyist, corruption, profiteering complex, which I don't know. I don't even know what that is, but I just kind of came up with all those things together. It's really the way you have to look at why marijuana is what it is.
Yeah, and but we're headed in the right direction.